Hey guys, Rostyslav from English Speakers here, with the episode number 3 of Funny Stories. And I highly recommend you the material of this kind for learning English, because in spite of the fact that these videos are short, they let you immerse in English totally, without any explanation in your mother tongue, which makes it easier for you to understand the meaning. And it may seem helpful, but actually it gives you some knowledge, but it doesn't develop any skills in you, unfortunately. And as opposed to this approach, watching the stories like that, you can easily understand their meaning due to visual and textual help, even if you don't know some words. Okay, let's get going. A home affair. My client buys many rental properties, not always with the enthusiastic support of his wife. Recently, I was showing him a home when his wife called. I could hear her ask what he was doing. "The real estate agent and I are having an affair," he answered. "Ah, thank God," she said. "I thought she was selling you another house." Bring your own pole. My sister was standing on the bus when she noticed that a man holding on the same pole was staring at her. Finally he said, "Excuse me, this is my stop." "Well," she said, "go ahead." "This is my pole," he said. My sister was confused until he added, "I just bought it at a store to hold up my shower curtain." Kids marry the darndest things. My young son declared, "When I grow up, I'm going to marry you, Mommy." "You can't marry your own mother," said his older sister. "Then I'll marry you." "You can't marry me either." He looked confused, so I explained, "You can't marry someone in your own family." "You mean I have to marry a total stranger?" he cried. Terrible too. Talking to my 100-year-old mother who still smokes, I sighed, then said to my 96-year-old uncle, "She's so stubborn." He shook his head sympathetically and warned, "You're going to have trouble with her when she gets old." No, I prefer to push. Recently, I woke up to find that 2 of my car's tires had been stolen. When the police officer arrived, he asked, "When were you last driving the car?" "Last night at 11, I said. "And the tires were on it then?" he asked. Flash drive failure. I am at the library, and for some reason, when I plug my flash drive into the computer, it doesn't show up. I keep trying, but nothing happens. As an IT major, I know I can't figure this out. So I spent 15 minutes changing settings and inserting and removing the flash drive. Then a woman sitting next to me taps my shoulder and says, "You are plugging into my computer, not yours." An elevator romance. I was alone in an elevator when a girl stepped in with a phone pressed to her ear. "I have to go," she told the person on the other end. "There is a cute guy standing here." Before I could react, she turned to me and said, "Sorry for lying, I just wanted to end that conversation." Fast friends. My husband was driving home from work when he was pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. 2 days later, same ticket, same cop. So the officer said, "Have you learned anything?" "Yes, I have," said my husband. "I've learned that I need to take a different way home from work." Parenting, the dad joke way. My 10-month-old son was sitting in his high chair, twisting and moving all over the place. My wife said to me, "Straighten him up." I looked at my son and said, "What are you doing with your life? Do you want to be this way forever? It's time to grow up." My wife hasn't asked me to do anything since. I am on the razor diet. When I stepped on the scale at my doctor's office, I was surprised to see that I weighed 144 pounds. "Why don't you just take off that last 4? I joked to the nurse's aide as she made a notation on my chart. A few moments later, my doctor came in and flipped through the chart. "I see you've lost weight," he said. "You are down to 14 pounds. Okay, that's it for this video. And if you feel it have given you something, share it with others. Likes and comments are appreciated at any time. And if you want more, subscribe to our channel to stay tuned. Hugs and kisses. See you.